What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Empower the Black Boys. Man, I don't understand what's going on with this camera and this mic, but I'm going to keep pushing it. Now, get these young guys as much as you can, right? I know people who come up like I came up, people tried to use you and manipulate you. Nobody tried to really help you, you know. The older guys would try to give us game on how to have sex with a lot of women or cheat on women if we get girlfriends, but, you know, they didn't really, you know, try to help a lot of us. Now, I will say this, the brothers who were like coaches and teachers and mentors in the hood, they didn't get enough credit. But they can only work within whatever field that they were in at the time. So they were always, not to marginalize the brothers. I know numerous situations where there were men there to give us life lessons that we needed at pivotal points, right? Some of us listened, some of us didn't, you know, but they were there. But empower these boys. You got to tell them what they really need to hear. A lot of times, we got to be honest with them about the world, you know, society. First and foremost, we got to let them know that, yeah, you're black, but you're going to have a different experience. You know, your young black male experience is going to be different than, say, 18 to 25 or 18 to 30, depending on how you look, right? Your childhood experience is going to be different from once you become a teenager or when you get a certain size. You're going to have a different experience. You're going to have a different experience as you age, right? Let them know the truth. You know, let them know you're going to have a different experience if people find out you're smarter than they thought you were. You're going to have a different experience. You know, understand that even that we know this already. You're going to have a different experience from the girls. They'll say they're black too, but they know they're not going to deal with the things that you deal with. It's not going to happen. You know, their lives are not going to be in jeopardy just because somebody looks like they can get away with doing you in. And if you in the chat or in the comment section, every black man I know has had a gun pulled on. And I grew up in 3 different places. So that's why when people say, oh, the cops, this and that and third, every brother I know then had, whether they were walking down the street or a traffic stop, they didn't have a gun pulled on. You know, my first time I was, 11, 12, something like that. As I said, first time. So let them understand that. Let them understand that, you know, give them the information to let them know you can be successful in America in spite of racism. You're just going to have to understand that you might have to do things differently. You know, you got to let these young boys understand that you're still going to have to outwork everybody and be smarter than everybody. That you're not going to have as many networks, if any, to go from unsuccessful to successful. You might not have as many opportunities and breaks as other people, so you have to prepare yourself as if you only got one shot. You know, some people get more opportunities than others, but prepare yourself, right? Let these young brothers know that, you know, there's plenty of ways to make money. That's something I didn't learn from older people. They just told you to go to school and get a job. That's it. They never and that's what they knew, you know. And if you come from poverty, you're not going to necessarily meet people who are who can think outside of the box as far as entrepreneurial. And even the guys that we talk about, those in the streets and the drug dealers, they was, let's be honest, their run was very short. When people act like these guys were so great business, no, they had a short run. They went out and did too much. They got caught up because they was too flashy, and they went to jail. And they've been talking about when they was running the streets for a year for their whole life. It was bull. But one of those things that's involved in this situation is this ideology that, you know, everything is gonna work out if you just go to school, get an education. Tell them how that it might and it might not. Tell them how to get out into the world and interact with people. I remember being in college and having a job, playing sports, and having an internship at the, you know, at the same time. It was detrimental to me being an athlete. I can tell you that right now, because I didn't eat or sleep properly, and you know, but it was necessary, you know, because of my particular situation. But tell these guys that, you know, your school might not want you to be smart. You're going to have to take your intellect into your own hands, right? Because the world doesn't want you to actually be successful, okay? Sometimes you got to start from the bottom. Sometimes you got to be an intern. Sometimes you're not going to get paid. Sometimes you're going to be doing a menial job for somebody that's important, and you think it's unimportant because you feel like you're better than that, but you need to be in the mix, in the room, and you need to soak up that information. Sometimes it's best to be a young fly on the wall. You know? Let these cats know that the streets ain't where it's at. Like, anybody could do that. It's very easy. You know, one of my best friends used to always say, you know, in the streets, the bullets do the work. You ain't really doing much. You pulling the trigger, you ain't really doing the work. The bullet's working for you. So, and it don't take much to pull a trigger. You know, some people have anxiety about, you know, the consequences, but a lot of people don't. Just being honest with you. A lot of people don't have respect for their own lives, so they don't really care about the consequences until those bars get slammed behind them. Or if they get caught, because there are a lot of people who don't get caught. You know, but that's not the way to go. Let these boys know, you know, the long-term plan beats the short-term plan. Even if you have extreme success at a short window, still think long-term. Don't if you make a lot of money in a windfall, don't spend it all. Look at it like it's gonna be that's all you're gonna make for your life, and treat it as such, so you can learn about other things, and then use that money to actually invest in other things that you would actually like. You know, learn about businesses and stocks, and you know, when you get yourself in a position, be more hands-on when it comes to your financial destiny. Don't put it in the hands of other people. Your advisors get paid to advise you, but they'll suck up your money. You know, empower these boys to understand the importance of a proper education but also the cost of a proper education and the effectiveness of the trade you're going into. Don't go to school and rack up a gang of debt if you're going into an industry that doesn't require all of that. Okay? And if you're going into a industry that requires you to go to school for a very long period of time, you might have debt. Don't say it got too tough and quit, because you're gonna still have to pay that money back. All right, so, and be positive about it, man. You know, people think being honest and being positive is like two different things, but no, honesty is positivity. If you keeping it 100 with somebody, you that's positive. You know, tell them the truth. So this one is done. Catch y'all next time. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. I hope this camera didn't mess this one up.